While your reasoning behind why a ban would be ineffective would make sense using the support you've given, this is sadly not the case. You kept bringing up that this link that I find so crucial in my support of a ban between those who play violent video games and the violence that it can lead to does not exist when it does. During a press conference on January 16, 2013, President Obama asked Congress to fund a $10 million study to further expand the knowledge that we have between video games and gun violence. In 2010, the Review of General Psychology published a special issue that does link violent video games to violent behavior. Another point that was made that I feel is as important to address was the mention of ratings of video games that has already been established. This rating system goes as follows. It begins with EC, standing for early childhood, then E for everyone, followed by E10+, which is for everyone 10 and above. Next is T for teen, then M for mature, leading to A for adult. That is 6 official ratings that were established for the safety of those participating in those games. If that system were adequate, perhaps a ban would not be necessary. But out of those 6 ratings, violence comes up as something in the game may contain in as early as E for everyone. I hardly think everyone is cut out for violence in his or her video games, but the mention of it in the category that is tied with many childhood video games is alarming. This rating system is ineffective, and the outcome of lack of attention to video games' influence on children is not something that we can continue to ignore anymore. Another important factor when comparing video games to news events and movies that all include violence is that there is only one in which the child playing is a participant. They are engaged in the violence. They are participating in the wrongdoing, but it is okay because the reality that they are playing in is different than the one we live in, so the expectations differ as well. This is the loophole that pro-video gamers have established, but it is unfortunately where their argument falls flat as well. If no child would blur the lines between their game world and the real world, then I agree, there would not be need for a ban, but that is not a risk we can take. Children are still developing. Their sense of right and wrong is still being formed, and the people and activities around them easily influence their ideas. This shouldn't be just in their parents' hands. The government has always taken an active stand that if a child is not being properly cared for, they will intervene, and this is another one of those situations where if a parent is not looking out for the best interest of their child, a ban would be necessary.